All right, guys, so this is going to be kind of a longer training. I'm going to kind of map some things out for you, hopefully provide some clarity. I had a chat with the doc yesterday, and it was a very interesting call. Went about 45 minutes, usually longer than I do. But he's in a niche and a condition that I really haven't touched. And it's high ticket, okay, which I'll talk about in a second. It's high ticket, and there's some keywords that you cannot use on Google. So that my mind was like spinning all night long trying to figure out, okay, if I was to go into this specific arena, what would be my plan of attack? And so I'm making this video for this doctor, but I'm making it for you as well to hopefully point you in the right direction. Because the question is, what funnel should I use for a specific condition? All right, should I use a direct response funnel? Should I do a webinar funnel or a challenge funnel? Like, what is the best path? So you have to sort of reverse engineer things. And a lot of that starts with your case fee and what you charge. Okay. So, because there's pros and cons to each of these. Like direct response it's just a quick, here's my video at the top. Like, let's say it's diabetes. I run a diabetes ad into my diabetes funnel. The video at the top is very simple. It's here's diabetes. Here's why it's so poorly managed. Here's what we do. Here's why we're unique and different. This is why we get such great results. Here is your next step. Book a discovery call. Okay, no cost, no obligation if you want to say that, or I do a $97 discovery call. But I say it's not a pushy sales call. It's not a high pressure pitch. Simply a chance to ask each other questions and determine if what we have would make sense. That's the direct response. Very quick, very simple. Not a long training, not a Krebs cycle overview, right? It's not a 30-minute science, no. Problem, here's the solution, here's your next step. All right, that's direct response. Direct response. Webinar, longer. All right, mine is 32 minutes. The challenge with webinars is your opt-in. Like, what is your opt-in? Like, because if you can't get 30%, you're probably going to be upside down in your ad spend. And then now the dilemma with the webinar becomes, I've got to probably create, endless emails and automations on the back end of that thing. We have a lot of that built. It's built within our software. I'll show you that in a second. But it's going to take a lot of follow-up and a lot of nurturing over the next who knows how long, right? So that's the challenge with webinars. It's gonna be a long, potentially cycle there. Here is what I'm going to talk mostly about is maybe potentially doing a challenge funnel for this doctor. So what niche? ED, men's health stuff, right? Low libido, this arena. Now, the problem with that is that you can't use testosterone as a keyword on Google. They won't let you. You're probably thinking you're trying to sell steroids or whatever it might be. So you can't use that as a keyword. And also, high ticket, 5K. Okay, so this doctor charges 5K for his program using keywords that you got to kind of stay away from. And so there's two things with this 5K thing that you need to be aware of. And this is what I told him, and this is what I'm going to tell you. At this, I would consider this high ticket. Okay, it's not medium ticket, it's not low ticket, it's high ticket, 5K. That the struggles that person has, it has to be a significant problem for them to justify, spending 5K. Now, let's just give a fella 1, fella 2 scenario, right? Fella 1, okay, junk doesn't work and it's wrecking his marriage. Okay, that person, because it's affecting his marriage, probably would be okay spending 5K to fix that problem because the problem is significant. Fella 2, brain fog, maybe some fatigue, low energy, just kind of fumbling through life, getting by, but it's not really affecting anything, right? It's not, it's maybe there's a relationship, but maybe, that problem is maybe not significant enough to get to the 5K, justifying that type of ad spend. Diabetes, all right, what's the effect of not reversing, or what's the consequences of not reversing type 2? Well, you go blind, your kidneys go bad, and they might chop off your legs, right? Okay, 5K, no brainer. So again, the niche, it has to be a significant enough problem to justify that. Otherwise, it's going to be an uphill battle, okay? So that's a key part of this thing. But then also, thing number 2 is that it's going to take a call, right? You're not going to do a 5K at the end of at the end of a webinar. You're not going to stick a button there for 5K. And same thing with a challenge. I don't care how long your challenge is. You're not going to stick a button for 5K and nobody's going to do it. It's going to take a call. So whether you use a direct response leading to a call, or a webinar leading to a call, or a challenge leading to a call, that's your call to action. It's not a low ticket item. It's not a medium ticket. It's a high ticket, in which case it's going to take a call. You're going to have to dig in, to that page, individual's, challenges and struggles, and what have you tried? What's working? What's not working? Well, I think this is the next path that we need to take, and this is what it's going to take, right? So what I would do though, and this is what I've been thinking about all night, I would do a challenge. I would structure a challenge, and this is what this sucker would look like. And I'm going to get on over here on some softwares and show you some stuff. So some of you guys have been through my niche launch challenge. Some of you maybe have not. It's because I'm putting this video on YouTube. So I'm just kind of mapping some stuff out here. It might look a little weird. But my niche launch challenge, if you've ever been through it, there's something right here, right? You've seen my videos, you understand what I'm talking about. So let's say I'm talking, I'm in the men's health space, right? I'm talking about low libido, I'm talking about ED, whatever it might be. If I can take somebody through a 3 to 5 day challenge, and in this case, I'm just going to call it a 3-day challenge. It's going to sit right here as part of a 3-day, these are pages within a funnel, right? So here's your opt-in page. Okay, so here's your landing page, your opt-in, your squeeze, whatever you want to call it. So hey guys, Dr. Manny here. This is what we're going to do over the next few days. If you're struggling with blah, 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 you bullet point this sucker out, you bring people into the challenge. Okay, that's what I do for my niche launch challenge. Here's what we're going to do over the next 5 days, right? Bullet points. And I'd say the challenge is free, 100% free, no cost, no obligation. Come on in. This is what we're going to learn. This is what we're going to talk about. Okay, on this sucker right here, and this is where this doctor has to really think and figure out, what can I put on this page that is low ticket, that is an absolute no-brainer. Something that's 37 to 97 bucks. Some type of VIP upgrade. That's what I do with my niche launch challenge. It's 97, and it includes this. Like, it's a stack. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of stupid to say no to this thing. So this doctor has to figure out something here so that funnel can be self-liquidated. So let me get back to my niche launch challenge example. So I have a 97. Most actually do it. When I run my ads, I run my Facebook, most do it. It's a little bit different in the healthcare space. It's a little bit more tricky. So 97. So I run ads, right? Video ads, Facebook, just static image ads, getting people here, right? 97. Takes them into the challenge. Most do it. This 97 for my niche launch challenge actually squashes my ad spend. It squashes it. So I actually make money by building my list and building my Facebook group. Okay, I make a little bit of money on that 97 because it squashes my ad spend. That makes sense? So I have basically taken the ceiling off of my marketing budget. I don't have a budget anymore. The issue, the kinks becomes, how much money do I have in the bank, right? It's, how much money do I want to put into the machine, right? And then how many people I can talk to. Like, there's some bottlenecks along the way. But if you can self-liquidate the front end of your funnel, you're gold. And now here is, day 1, day 2, day 3. Now, the thing with challenge is you gotta be a talking head like me. Like, you gotta know what you're doing in terms of getting these people to know you, like you, and trust you. That comes on day 1, day 2, day 3. They have to know you, like you, and trust you. If they don't know, like, and trust, they're not going to give you money. And so the goal with this challenge is to get people on the phone, right? So that, discovery call, a $97 call, whatever it is, you gotta do something at the end of that training. Say, hey, you guys want to keep working together? We have 10 spots available. Let's hop on a quick call and see what we have would make sense for you. You take somebody through a journey. Now, my challenges, they're all evergreen. They're all automated. They're done through my automations. So they go out through email and through text, SMS, and that's how the niche launch challenges, if you've ever been through it, nothing's live, it's all pre-recorded videos. I get the kinks out, make them good, and then I just rinse and repeat. I just run the ads into them. So if you can, like for my thyroid one, I have, as far as this VIP upgrade, I think it's it's a TPO, it's a thyroid antibody test, TPO, and I think my cost on that, I haven't checked lately. I think this is about 55-ish, maybe 50, 55, somewhere in that ballpark. I charge 97. I make about $40 to bring somebody through a thyroid experience. Okay, so I've done so much math, over previous trainings. I don't want to bore you with the math again, but the key is this holds the keys to the kingdom right here, because I don't care if somebody comes into my Facebook or my niche launch challenge, or they come into one of my functional weight loss challenges or thyroid, whatever it is, they come through. So on the back end, if they want to keep working together, awesome. Like if you're a doctor, you're a practitioner, you want to join my inner circle and you want to keep working together, awesome. Let's work together. If not, awesome. I don't care. You are free on the front end. Does it make sense? Now, if I was upside down in my ad spend, I'd be a little bit more pushy. I might be a little bit more aggressive, right? I mean, I might be, let's do something, because I don't want to be upside down in my ad spend. But if the front end, if I put a little 97 here that crossed out the ads that it took to get you, what you decide to do over here is 100% up to you. I don't care, yes or no. My life goes on, right? Yes, I want to help you. I want to help more sick folks get well. And hopefully over the course of 5 days, you understand that I'm pretty decent at what I do. I've run, with the 3 core funnels that we have inside the software that we use, hundreds of thousands of dollars I've put through those funnels. So, it's a game of traffic and conversions. And the reason why I like challenges is because you can provide results in advance. I call it results in advance marketing. Take somebody through a journey, take somebody through an experience, give them tips, tools, tactics, strategies that they can implement, give them homework at the end of day 1, 2, and 3. Right? And at the end of that thing, they better be in a position to say, yes, I want to keep working together, or no, this dude is not for me, whatever it might be. Now, the next dilemma is, okay, testosterone. Like, you can't use that as a keyword. I was on Google, and you can't do that. Nobody runs ads, and it'll flag your account. So the next thing is YouTube. You have to run, I would say, so I told this guy, YouTube ads, because you want to be able to trim off. Remember, his high ticket, his case view is 5K. So what you want to do is be able to trim off the bottom, probably 90% of people, income brackets, right? So you want to target the top 10% income bracket. You want to target just men with this age range. May or may not have kids, maybe married, you want to tick that box, whatever it might be. Dial in your demographics. And then there's a software that we use to go scrape videos. So this is like, I typed in ED, right? Or erectile dysfunction. I said, give me 100 videos on ED, right? Eric Bird, right? 2.9 million views on this sucker. Nobody's running ads in front of it. Here's one, an approach. This one's got 19,000 views, and I can click on this. I can see who is running ads in front of it. I can watch their video.
Why this soap brand was created for
these guys are talking about soap, okay? Whatever it is. So there's another ad right there. So you can go in here and you can stick your video, ED, whatever. I did ED again on this one as well. Testosterone. I did a low T on this one, and then this one I did brain fog. So another 100 videos on brain fog. So you take the software and you go scrape a bunch of videos all about that specific niche, right? And you stick your video directly in front of that video that they want to watch. And I'm going after the top 10% income bracket. So that is the path that I would say I would encourage this doctor to go down. Can you use Google? Yes, you got to be a little bit, you don't probably want to go down the testosterone route or the hormone route. You want to go after probably, ED is fine because it's got about 300,000 searches, but this guy's like, doesn't really want to get really heavy into that. It's more about longevity and, probably some, not so much just the ED stuff. There's bigger components behind it. Like I said, brain fog and dad bod and different things like that. But so yeah, it's that's the path I told this doc to go on, is create a challenge. You have to really think about these 3 trainings or 5 training, how to structure this challenge. Like what am I going to talk about on day 1? Like for me, my challenges: sensitivities, deficiencies, toxicities. Toxicities being cell health. I usually diagram the cell and talk about resistance and receptors and different things and inflammation. And so if I can take somebody through this journey, at the end of the thing, your life becomes much easier because you've broken down KLT. You trust you, let's keep moving forward. If not, that's fine too, because I've self-liquidated the front end. So this is what needs to be cracked. Whether it's a lab test, I've done Metoxy test kits here. My cost on that's $3, whatever. So think of a way to structure like a VIP upgrade. Maybe it's a Facebook group. Maybe it's email support. Maybe it's this lab test for cheap, something cheap. Maybe it's a book. You don't want to get too deep. It has to be a big stack. I had a gal message me, what about a food list? Yeah, I can go on Google and say healthy food list and I'll get 10,000 PDFs. So you got to be unique about it. What's gonna get me off my butt and go grab, I got to go get my wallet and type in a card. Like, what is going to move that needle? That is what you need to figure out. Once that is figured out, a stack, something that's a no-brainer. I'm going to give you this and this and this and this, and I can get you access to our Facebook group. And I'm going to give you this advanced training on blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's a 20-minute webinar or a course or a workshop, something there. This right there. 97, 37, something low ticket that I'd be dumb to say no to that thing. If that code gets cracked and you start running the YouTube ads and this whole thing becomes self-liquidated, this becomes fun on the back end. It becomes fun, okay? And then too, you can put a $97, at the end of the challenge, you might want to sell $97 discovery calls instead of free discovery calls just to weed out. If you're not willing to spend $97 for a discovery call, you're not going to spend $5K either. So for this guy, I'd say, hey, I'd put a $97 price tag on the call so you're not wasting your time with tire kickers, plate lickers, and information seekers, right? So, all right, hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. This is what the software looks like. These are, this is a functional medicine loaded software. Here is, let me see if my pen is working. It is not. Okay, so here is my direct response funnel. Here is my webinar funnel, and then this is my challenge funnel. We have the funnel already built. If this doc wants to use my software, he just gets in there. He changes this functional weight loss one. He would change it to whatever he wants. Men's hormone reset, whatever he wants to call it, right? And here's the upgrade that I do. And here's day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, whatever it is. So that's the challenge funnel. Here's the webinar funnel. So if he wants to do a webinar that's 32 minutes or 30 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever it is, about XYZ with a call to action being a call, that is this funnel. It's not fire up, but a little glitchy on this one. But yeah, it's I call mine Healthy Reset. There it is. And on this one, we have over 2 months of emails already built out on the back end. So, the automations, when you click over here to automations, think of an automation as a back end nurture sequence of emails and text. I've already built them. You just step right into them. And then here's my direct response funnel. This is the one that's got all the niches built right within it, right? Weight loss, thyroid, autoimmune, ADHD, diabetes, neuropathy. It's got all the main functional medicine conditions pre-built into it. And so if there's another one he wants to add, just change it out. Just add a ninth one right down here where it says nutrient deficiencies. That's kind of the placeholder. And that would become, men's health or whatever it might be. And then you would create a page on that, and then you would run Google ads into that individual page or YouTube ads or whatever you want to do. So again, at the end of the day, it becomes, and I've said this for many years, a fun game of traffic and conversions. Traffic, easy. We step in front of it. Again, I'm not a blogger. I'm not an influencer. I'm not a celebrity guru like where's Berg? He's got to be on here somewhere. He's everywhere, right? Here he is. 2.9 million views. I just showed you that one. 40,000 likes on that sucker. 40,000. Nobody is running ads in front of it. I could run ads in front of that video and pay probably 2 cents, maybe 3 cents a view. 5 simple things to reverse ED. I have an ED product. I have an ED course. I have an ED supplement. Something. I can stick my video right in front of his. I don't have to have 2.9 million views. I can have none. I can have 0. I can be a direct response marketer, and I can go right in front of his traffic and right in front of his page. I can target that specific video with my message. He could be talking about ketogenic diet. I can stick my keto video or my weight loss video right in front of his. I'm not an organic dude, right? I don't care about subscribers. Last time I checked, subscribers don't pay the bills. Calls. Money comes from people. Grant Cardone says that. Money comes from people. It does not come from likes, comments, shares, subscribers. Who cares how big your following is? I know a lot of people with massive followings that make no money. Money comes from helping people, okay? And so that's That's what I'm going to say. Because the thing, I know, does Berg make a lot of money? Absolutely, he does. But he's also 20 years ahead of everybody, right? And I don't want to take the time and create 2,000 videos like he's done. I don't know how many thousands of videos he's done, but it's too late in the game. Like, I'm too late. I'm 20 years behind that. So I'm not going to play the organic game. I'm going to play the ad game, and I'm going to skip to the front of the line, and I'm going to pay 2 or 3 cents a view. And I'm going to bring these people into my ecosystem, and I'm going to close them on a case fee because I want to be paid today, not 20 years from now after my following gets huge. Okay, that's the game I play. All right, hopefully this was helpful. I know I ranted on for a long time, but hopefully this provides some clarity. Hopefully this helps somebody out there. And again, I'm going to send it to the doc that I spoke to yesterday for quite a while to hopefully provide some clarity for him. All right, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.